Picture this. It's the year 1998, and Halloween H2O has just came out. The Halloween series has been shot back into the mainstream, and you've always wanted to dress up as your favorite slasher, but you can never find a Michael Myers mask to save your life. One day, you and your 9 Inch Nails loving friends walk into a mall and you step foot inside of Spencer's Gifts. And that's where you see it. The shape, a replica of Michael Myers' mask right there for you to purchase. He looks a little different than what you remember, but you gotta think, this was the 90s. All you had access to was your dad's VHS recordings of the movie. So, you save up your allowance and you purchase the mask that's gonna make your Halloween the best it's ever had. You cherish that mask like it's your baby. You take it everywhere and even scare your siblings. But you discover the internet and you see other people have had their own Michael Myers mask. And you wonder, what the fuck did I own? Today, we'll be looking at the Michael Myers mask that confused an entire generation. Some call him the worst, but today, we might just call him Mr. Blue Lips. And this is his history. To go into the history of Mr. Blue Lips, we have to go to the company that made it, Illusive Concepts, which was founded by the great sculptor named Mario Chiodo. At the time, Illusive Concepts was known for its extreme large mask, which had great quality and a supreme thickness compared to other competitors. Despite being known for more fantasy-oriented masks like dragons and such, Mario Chiodo and Illusive Concepts made masks for many licenses, like the Universal Monsters, Child's Play, and Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. Before Illusive Concepts got the rights to the Halloween franchise, it turns out not a single company has made it officially licensed Michael Myers mask at this point. Don Post Studios, who of course made the original Captain Kirk that got converted into Michael, had attempted to get the license, but the only thing they got was the permission to make a legally safe generic bootleg of Michael Myers. According to longtime collector Billy Kirkus, at the 1997 annual Halloween show, Illusive Concepts rolled out the very first officially licensed Michael Myers mask. And it looked like this. Again, going back to Billy Kirkus, apparently everybody was confused, and whoever was there representing Illusive Concepts was actually arguing with him about Michael Myers having red lips or not, which, even with blurry VHS footage, yeah, that motherfucker never had red lips. Now, it seems very quickly that Illusive Concepts fixed this mistake, as I've never seen a single copy of that mask featuring red lips. But if somebody has that, please send that mask to me. I would love to own that. You know what? Fuck Trick or Treat Studios. That's what the shape is about. Now, the mask was known for its odd sculpt and bizarre finish, and even though it was probably inspired by the Halloween 6 mask, it doesn't really get there. Despite that, the Steve Buscemi looking Michael Myers became a bestseller at Spencer's Gifts across the country. According to my research, the mask was fully released in 1998 and didn't get stopped being made until 2001. Now, around this time, Illusive Concepts got folded into Paper Magic, which, surprise surprise, they own Don Post. And, well, it seems like very soon, Don Post and Michael Myers were about to be one. They're gonna have the license, so why produce this version? I mean, the people who made the original Captain Kirk mask, they're making Michael Myers mask. We don't need this. That's what you would think. The year is 2006. Smosh has taken over YouTube. Jimmy Neutron's been canceled on Nickelodeon, and My Chemical Romance has welcomed the Black Parade. Don Post Studios, with their infinite wisdom, decided to resurrect Mr. Blue Lips. Would he be the same? Nah, he would look more like this.
What the fuck is that?
Now, the reason for going back to this decade-old mold when they have already started to sculpt sort of better Michael Myers mask is, well, a mystery. Now, from what I've heard, this was exclusive to Spirit Halloween, so maybe it was some sort of deal, but yeah, they really dropped the ball. For whatever reason, they shrunk everything on the mask except for the neck and gave him the worst fucking hair I've ever seen. If you thought that would be the last of Mr. Blue Lips in 2006, you were wrong.
Oh my god!
Oh, was the hair a problem? Let's just make it part of the goddamn mask and make him look like Steve-O. Ah, yes. We know that we could sculpt our own mask and make them perfect just like how it used to be, but now, no, that's what we fucking need. After that monstrosity back in 2006, the mask was gone, the sculpt stopped being used, and eventually in 2012, Donpo Studios would be closed down for good. Eventually, Trick or Treat Studios would step in and get the Halloween 2 license, giving us the first officially licensed Michael Myers mask that looks just like how we wanted it to. But even with the quality that we get today, you never forget your first, and the Illusive Concepts Mr. Blue Lips mask might have haunted the community, but at the end of the day, it is the mask of many people's childhood. Before I wrap up this video, I have a little surprise. And here it is, the Illusive Concepts 1998 Steve Buscemi Mr. Blue Lips, the Michael Myers mask. This is what you would have seen back at Spencer's. This is, I guess, dead stock. Whoever I bought it from, which was like a measly $30, he must have couldn't get rid of it because obviously it is still tagged. Has a Illusive Concepts logo down there. It's kind of hard to see with the tripod, but let me go in. Michael Myers from Halloween. Do this one-handed. Yep, Illusive Concepts. Now, there isn't much to say about this that isn't obvious by just looking at it, but we're gonna go through it. First, the paint. It's like a stark white on like a weird golf ball textured mask, and I know it's called Mr. Blue Lips, but honestly, in person, it's like gray Sharpie on the lips, the nostrils, and like airbrushing around the eyes. Kind of makes it look like he got stung by bees, or he has some physical problem I can't really figure out. Obviously, on a Michael Myers mask, usually sometimes due to shadowing or airbrushing of the artist, it'll have like these wrinkle lines right here. Usually it'll go like down and then up, and then a lot of gradient look. For whatever reason, the factory just decided to just and then called it a day. So it makes him look really old. Like, it doesn't look like Michael Myers. It just looks like a face of a very tired man. What else is there to point out? Obviously, eyebrows are ridiculous. I think Halloween 4 and then Halloween 5 are the ones with actual brown eyebrows. I'm sure there's more. I think in Resurrection, H2O. But at the time, when this came out, H6 was the latest movie. So, obviously, the stock photos, it's meant to look like H6. I don't think they did a really good job. And let's take a look at the hair. I mean, I did the best I could style it like H6, but there is nothing I can do. It's a weird mask. It kind of has a texture right here of like a dog, like somebody shaved their dog and just glued it onto the mask. And but it does have vintage charm. This was a lot of people's first Michael Myers mask. And honestly, it was this or nothing. And I've read in the Michael Myers forums that it really was nothing. They just waited to get a real mask when, you know, the internet hit it big. But for people who were impatient and didn't know any better, this was it. I don't have much more to say about this. I thought about getting the other variants, but I've already spent too much money as it is on this and upcoming Michael Myers videos, because I guess we're going to call this the season of the shape. We're going to be doing Michael Myers videos for these next 2 months. Maybe not every day, maybe not every week, but every video that will come out will be Michael Myers related, except for one for another pesky little holiday that's coming up very soon. I'm very excited to show you that. This has been Piss Gully Productions after a very long hiatus, and see you next time.